Pete and a nigga literally is not talking to a peasant,
It's out
okay.
of control.
You want me to talk to you right now. The world sees this, you ignorant ass bitch.
Gears, he's basically asking for a welfare check. Are you there? Can you breathe? Gears, we need you back.
Hola. If anybody haven't noticed in the last, I don't know, wow, I've been going live with a certain individual. We're good sometimes, but I be so like irritated in different conversations with this person. You know what I'm saying? And I always take a page out of everybody's book on YouTube. They always say like, "Oh, if you're a content creator and you're a YouTuber, you can just always go to your channel and say what you gotta say." You know, because you gotta have YouTube etiquette when you're on other people's platforms. Okay, so me being me, I do that. I have all the respect when I go on other people's platforms. You know what I'm saying? I kind of have a soft voice. I might let you say something that I might not let pass where else, but I'm good with it. Like, you're not okay. Point taken. You know how your kids is acting up at the grocery store, and you know they're acting up at the grocery store, and you get down real low with them and be like, when we get to that car, when we get to the car, it's gonna be an issue. That's how I be feeling when I be on certain people's platforms or panels or whatever you want to call it. Long story short, every Friday it's issue. Every Friday, because I can't go live throughout the week like I really want to. Like to have that, I'm just not. I'm not. I can't even say I'm not built like that. I'm just not financially stable enough to do that. It was cool beans when C19 was in place and I was able to be at the house and work from home. But nah, I can't do that. Now when I have to jump on panels and kick it with people and they talking crazy to me, or are they saying something I don't like? Oh, I'm gonna hit the link on their ass. I'm about to hit the link on their panel. I just come over to mine to start crying like a victim. Hey, I think that's what I'm doing right now. Cause long story short, MoneyBoy just does something to my soul. I don't even know why I even talk to him. I get on his panel with him, and he always gotta just show out. And I'm just sitting there like, this what we doing right now? You really gonna do this? Granted, we don't practice before shows, so I'm always extra surprised when he do act himself, which I know him. So I was like, ugh, this guy. So I'll be like, I'm just gonna hit my link to my own channel. He can't do that to me if I hit my own link to my own channel. What he gonna do? What he gonna do? Nothing. I don't think. Look, nobody tell him. Don't tell him. Oh, hey. And he's already here with the BS. It's wait, what? Hold on. Let's read this together, guys. It's tough love, ma'am. I'm about to piss. I cannot. You know what? You have. So, yeah. It's always, you're always doing something. You don't give me no room. You always, this is what you do. You know, he He actually thinks that I'm supposed to be in somebody's kitchen cooking barefoot somewhere. He also tell me this is what he say. I'm about to snitch. I'm about to snitch. I'm about to snitch on the guy. Women women don't supposed to be heard. That's what he said. We're not supposed to be heard. They can only do all this. We're supposed to sit there and listen. Say I lie. Let me drop the link. Make sure I ain't lying on this man or any other woman, because I'm quite sure you guys been seen and heard says on his panel. And I also been on his panel before where gentleman has told me to get in the kitchen. So on his panel told me, what is Joy doing up here? Shouldn't she be in the kitchen? I'd be like, so I know what I be getting myself into when I do jump on the panel over there on MoneyBoy Straight. But I just be sitting there like, oh my gosh. So irritating. But whatever. Maybe I like it. I think I like it. I think I like it too. I think it's funny. I think it's a good conversation as well, because as women and men, especially today, I think it's time for everybody to have these certain conversations. And there's nothing wrong with women being in the kitchen, a woman taking care of her man. There's nothing wrong with it. I think when you're initially said, when someone says it to you and you're not ready to hear it, then it's a problem. I think that's what it is. But other than that, I talk all my shit all the time. So I don't care at the end of the day. So, but anywho, just a recap on where I was at earlier today. So I was over there on MoneyBoy Trey's panel. It was a great conversation. I'm not gonna even lie. Had a great time over there. But it was just like one moment things just went. So we were talking about, I don't want to bring this up again. We all are from different walks of life. So I guess I was bringing up a story that I might have heard in past conversation from family members about how technically drugs came about in the urban neighborhoods. And sometimes I get a little passionate when I be talking, because I only get passionate because that's just how I am. And I can't take away from everybody else's conversation that was like, well, if the drugs was dropped off in your neighborhoods where your family was at, did they necessarily have to sell them or give them out, or however the things went back then? No, they didn't. They didn't. They didn't. And times are different. We use that excuse all the time. And I'm not even saying for the Black community. We use that excuse all the time. Times are different. And I'm tell you, times are definitely different. Listen, if if I can buy a home for the same price that my granny and my grandpa bought their house back in 1950 something, I'll be a rich bitch. I'll be all kinds of stuff. I'll be over here looking like Pam Grier, honey, Foxy Brown. Shit. I'll be fine as hell. I'll be having all the good looking stuff that they was wearing back then. But no, I don't know. That was a deep conversation at that moment. I'm not even gonna lie. It was okay. It was kind of deep. Because I think I felt like people was passing my conversation by, like, well, they didn't have to sell drugs and da da da. But I also felt like this is my uncles, my aunties, my mama, my daddy, and them. All of them is telling me these same stories that happened in California, where drugs are being dropped out. So I never had no reason to say, oh, they lying. They lying. But then I'm on a panel with people saying like, well, they didn't have to do that anyway. They could just walked away. I don't know what to say. Anywho, I got a knock, guys. So, excuse me. Knock, knock. Who is it? Child. Here he. Lord,
Calm down, Shaniqua. First of all, I need you to go to layout, hit the layout next to that one. There you go. What are you up here crying about now? This is not. This is modern woman behavior. What did I do this time?
Sir,
I just pointed out that these niggas didn't have to sell the drugs that was dropped off in the black community. They didn't have to. We can't get around it. So what you mad at?
First of all, you're using terms. Actually, action. Is it an action or a verb? You know I'm slow, but I didn't say mad.
I'm just a nigga on YouTube.
Mad.
I don't know.
Okay, you could just be a nigga on YouTube. Just a dumb broad on YouTube as well. I didn't say you were mad. I'm not mad. We just got off of a panel together where I felt like you didn't understand where I was coming from with that conversation.
I understand you were making excuses for niggas and choosing to sell drugs that were dropped off in the community.
Is it really excuses for niggas? Or is that what
happened? Ma'am. The niggas that saw the drugs getting dropped off chose to sell said drugs. You making excuses for why these niggas chose to sell said drugs.
I'm not making excuses. And another point made on your panel, another point that I made on your panel was, were you there?
I don't have to take this. I'm going home. I don't have to be there. I'm leaving your sandbox, nigga. I don't have to be there. I'm not disputing the fact that the drugs were dropped off. I'm saying the niggas could have did like white people do all the time and turn it.
And that was another. And I need to go back to your video. I need to go back to your live to bring that up. That was another thing you brought up when you kept saying something about the white people wouldn't do that. I'm not Caucasian.
I told you to Google it though, ma'am. I just wanted to show you how white people call the police, niggas don't. They try to sell them and then say it's y'all fault for dropping them off in the hood. At the end of the day,
here you go. At the end of the day, it wasn't a point of Googling nothing because I told you this was I was born in 1977. So I'm talking about my uncles, my aunties, my mama and them in the 1950s. Where was Googaloo then?
What was dropped off in the 50s? Wasn't shit dropped off in the 50s?
Was you there? Were you there?
Were you there?
Were you there? No, but I have people, my family members, that said that they were there when it happened.
Are you a God-fearing woman?
Sir, answer my question.
Were you there? If you believe in the Bible and God, were you there?
No, I believe in what my family members told me. I believe
they believe in the Bible. Were you there? Your family members believe in the Bible. Were you there?
Were you there? Because you're telling me to tell me that I have to say my family just lied to me after all these years. Maybe let me go to Google.
If they introduced you to white Jesus, they did lie to you, ma'am.
But you're telling me to Google something that happened in their life.
I'm telling you to Google. I'm telling you to Google all of the stories of white people having drugs dropped off or miraculously falling through their roof.
White people.
Well, I do when it comes to saying drugs were dropped off because the drugs are dropped off to the white people and they call the police. These niggas that you talking about did not call them. They wanted to flip it. They wanted to sell 8 bottles. You know what? I am changing glasses on you, ma'am.
Change them. Call Bill and call Susan and ask them because I don't know them. What's wrong with you right now? I don't know none of them. Nick. I don't know none of them. I only know the people that was on 52nd and Compton Avenue. Okay, by Peblos, Bloodstone Villains. That's all I
Ma'am,
know.
ma'am,
I don't know no.
it
I don't know
is.
no Cousins. I don't know no Barbies. I don't know no kids. I know the family that I grew up around, and that's
It
what
is
the story
almost.
to me. 52nd
It's
and Compton Avenue, South Central Los Angeles. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
it's almost
Straight
11
like that.
o'clock your. It's almost 11 o'clock your time. Don't
Hey,
you have some
wait,
housely duties or something to do
sir, you would have
instead
put
of
on
being
your
online
shades.
in your feelings?
You would have put on your shades and tell me I got some. You gotta stop
I'm
this.
asking, don't you have something better to do than talk shit about me online? Because you and your feelings that these criminals chose to choose crime.
Sir, I'm not talking about you. I just
Ma'am,
let
I
your
was
facts
born in
go.
the 80s. I ain't choose to be a crack
The
dealer
crack
like money
baby, the
making
crack
me.
baby age, the crack baby
I
age.
didn't
Exactly.
choose,
That's when
ma'am,
crack was.
I didn't choose to be like money making Mitch and them, no.
Hey, Miss Joy Joy.
Even though the drugs
Miss
was dropped off in my
Joy
hood and we was using bread and Orajel to make fake crack, but I didn't choose to do any of that.
Joy. Okay. So how's this conversation? I just said, yeah, my title does says Money Boy Train. Why? What? You want to have a
It
standard
be your,
confidence? You got
it be
glasses
your,
on.
it be your
It be
own
your
thoughts.
time, your
Like
own thought.
why are you crying online? No, you couldn't cuss me out via text message like you normally do. This is embarrassing, man.
How is it? I'm not even talking about you. I put
Yes,
your
you
name in
are.
the
You
title.
talking about what went on my show, and my folks looking at me like I thought this nigga ran this household. He can't even stop this woman from hitting the live button. Kind of what the fuck?
See how? Okay, so tell me, talk to me on how that sounds as a man in your people.
It
We're
sounds
both
like
independent contractors when it comes to
it
YouTube.
sounds like
Are
what
we?
people have been
We're both
hearing since
independent contractors, right?
February 13th, ma'am. It sounds like what people have been hearing since February 13th.
Once again, we're independent contractors on this internet.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because you can't tell me
I
I can't put
still
on a
have
live.
51.49% controlling interest, ma'am.
What do you? Like, okay, Joe Buttons. We want to talk about contracts now, huh?
You want to talk about independent contractor?
That's how I feel. I feel like if you went, you can go live on your
Okay, well,
channel.
since you want to be an independent contractor, I have to stress that it's 51.49% controlling interest in my favor.
So you got 49%. I got the
No, I
50.
have 50. I have 51, ma'am,
How do you got 51?
because I'm the prize. I'm the man.
No, that doesn't even make sense.
It makes perfect sense. Think about it. I'm the prize. I'm the man. I'm the
First of all,
provider.
the woman's always the prize. The woman don't.
Says who?
The woman is the prize because the
No.
man don't
There-
choose the woman. The woman choose the man. So I'm the prize.
You've
I
been lied
decided
to.
what I wanted to look at and what did I want to
You've
grab.
been lied to. You're an essential piece, but you're not the prize.
Since when?
You're like downloadable content. I need you, but you're not the prize.
Ooh, interesting. Are you sure about that?
Positive.
Positive in what aspects?
I'm positive that I'm the prize, ma'am.
Hmm. Sound like you just patting yourself on the back. But I'm gonna let you have that moment.
Is this not why you're here?
I'm here because this is my channel. And I went live to talk about something totally different, but you came up here.
Nigga, my name was in the title. You was crying. You know my show, we did this and that.
You really need no. First of all, you really need to stop.
Where is Joe Budden when you need him?
You know what? That is true. Where is Joe Budden when you need him? Because interesting.
Oh, this damn crying.
Homeless asshole. Who you coughing at? Who you coughing at? I wasn't coughing. I know you ain't coughing at me.
Like, damn, is that serious?
Is that serious to call me a homeless asshole? Jeez. Again, this is just disrespectful.
You got up here coughing all in my face, like, stop all that. Like, just get up here and say hello. How you doing? You done? And then you went and put your stomach shades on my ass too.
Ma'am, as I said before, I don't have to take this.
What you about to do?
I'm going home. I'm going home.
Homeless asshole. Who you coughing at? Who you coughing at? I wasn't coughing. I know you ain't coughing at me.
Like, damn, is that serious?
I'm out. How the fuck do I get up out this shit? This motherfucker won't. I don't know what to do.
It discombobulated. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, anyways, he left me, guys. That's how rude he is. But yeah, I did have his name in the title. Once again, this is his response back from his live that he just did. I gotta drop the link to that live as well, because he was acting the fool over there, being a crybaby. So I had to come on my live and say, "Hey, sir, calm down." Oh, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. Drop the tractors in the motherfucking chat for Team Kwame. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to get out of here. That's all I wanted to say. I really had nothing serious to talk about. I just came up here to troll MoneyBoy Trey. Really was no issue with him and I. I just wanted to come up here and troll his ass. I wanted to be a platinum level troll and fuck with him and put his ass on a hot seat. And you see his ass got the fuck up out of here. Yeah, he gotta go. You know what?
Homeless asshole. Who you coughing at? Who you coughing at? I wasn't coughing. I know you ain't coughing at me.
Like, damn, is that serious?
Talk to you guys down below in the comment section. Do what you gotta do on my channel. Like it, subscribe to it. Make sure you guys talk to me. You know, MoneyBoy. Talk to you guys later, okay? Bye. Oh, that's going in my private chat. Sorry, can't get up here. I'm going home, like MoneyBoy say. I'm going home.
Gears, he's basically asking for a welfare check. Are you there? Can you breathe? Gears, we need you back.